Hey millionaires, welcome back to the channel. Today's August 17, 2023. As you can see, I'm here in my office and thought I would work on the follow-up video on how I am netting $10,000 per month by simply cashing checks. This service is part of the money transfer company we work with. It goes hand in hand with the customers that send money to other countries, since we use those same funds to cash checks for other customers. But before we begin, let me give you a bit of history of our journey. We have owned and operated the convenience store since July 2017. I'll save you the finger counting. We have been in business for 6 years. When we first bought the store, the previous owner was only selling about $25,000 per month. Now, I do want to clarify, the sales were not lower because he was doing anything wrong, but mainly because he wanted out and was ready to retire. We are very thankful he was willing to owner finance us the store, and for 2 full months, he trained and mentored us while we transitioned. Since then, we have been adding inventory and the sales have been slowly climbing. We have been able to quadruple our monthly figures to now selling close to $100,000 per month. During the training, he did recommend for us to get a money transfer company since he had previously offered those services in the store. I remember him telling me that I could expect an additional $2,000 per month in net profit by offering these services. I almost popped my eyes out of my sockets when he told me this. I'm not gonna lie, we did not have time to think about adding additional income streams the first few months of ownership. When we first took possession of the store, it was only me and my wife. 0 employees. We would restock, charge customers, clean and sanitize, place and pick up orders, etc. You name it. When you are stuck in the daily operation and working in your business instead of on your business, you have no time to visualize and grow. I was still working at the same transportation company I just resigned this month from. My wife, on the other hand, had to quit her 9 to 5 to run the store full time. She worked Monday through Saturday from 8 to 5. I would go to my 9 to 5 and then I would run to the store from 6 to 11 at night, Monday through Saturday. On Sundays, we would both usually be there all day. Even our kids, from 8 in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. I still remember being startled and woken up a few times by cars honking at me for closing my eyes too long at a stoplight, or seeing my kids sleeping on a store shelf. It was tough. Fast forward a year later, and with 1 employee on board, I started looking for a money transferring company. I hadn't forgotten about those $2,000 the previous owner had promised me. I called RIA Money Transfers, but they were asking for a $5,000 deposit since we were new to the game. I was about to sign the contract with them when an agent from our current money transfer company stopped by our store and offered his services without the need of a deposit. He stated that they wanted to relocate from another local convenience store and were looking to sign an exclusive contract with us. An exclusive contract basically means that you can only represent them. They give you an incentive for this exclusivity. They cannot open another store near you, and they pay you an annual bonus check based on the volume of transfers you perform. This is apart from the 50% you make, and it can be an extra 4 digits per year. The downside to this is that we cannot have another money transfer competitor in our store. Some convenience stores are agents to several money transfer companies. It is a good way to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket. Because if one company goes down, you still have the others to use. Honestly, it looked too good to be true. He came by himself and did not ask for a deposit. I was a bit nervous at first, but we decided to take the plunge. Now I know he was sent by God. Fast forward again a few years, and this same company offered their bill pay service and the check cashing services. We haven't really focused on growing the bill pay service, although I know we are probably leaving a few grand on the table. Bill pay is basically a service where customers can pay their utility bill and other random bills like their cell phone at our store. We make about $3 per transaction. It doesn't sound like much, but remember, everything adds up. The check cashing, on the other hand, has been very profitable, even more than the almighty money transfers. We are now netting about $7,000 in commissions per month from our money transferring services and about $10,000 per month from our check cashing services. We are making 100% commission of what we charge to cash a check. The money transferring company provided us with the equipment to scan the checks, and we use the same money our customers send their relatives to other countries to cash the checks. We charge an average of 2% of the amount of each check. It seems a bit high, but it is a risky business since the checks might bounce, plus bigger competitors are charging a bit more. We have been getting more and more customers week after week. I cannot keep up with the demand, and we usually turn down customers for not having enough funds in our hands. The way I see it is that we are basically loaning money every week and getting 2% return on our money. Then the following week, you have the money again to loan it out. It's technically not a loan, but you are advancing them cash for a check that you will have the money in a few days. If you do this every week, you will be getting an 8% a month return or a 100% annual return on your money. And people still ask me why I haven't invested in real estate lately. Just imagine for a second, if you have $250,000 to cash checks, that means you will get $5,000 in commissions every Friday, or almost $22,000 per month.
You are playing with the big boys now.
These financial service businesses have piqued my interest. I've noticed that they are in high demand. I have also been doing some research on factoring companies. They basically buy invoices from small companies so that they can have the cash flow. Let me know if you guys would like for me to make a video on factoring companies. So this is the end of the video, millionaires. I have noticed that 80% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Please do me a favor. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button and subscribe. On my next video, I will be talking about why I completely stopped drinking. Stay tuned and God bless.